Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Earlier today, I did a post about the Black Panther Party and controlled opposition. This post is about Cindy Sheehan, a protester from the most recent war with Iraq that began under George W. Bush, the 43rd president. Let's just get right into it. If you're not familiar with Cindy Sheehan, she has been on the media a lot in the last decade, and in my mind is the most familiar face from a civilian population to serve as essentially opposition to war. That's what Cindy Sheehan became in the year 2004, a decade ago. So let's look at it. She was born Cindy Lee Miller in Inglewood, California, on the 33rd parallel north, a wealthy neighborhood. Her father worked at Lockheed Martin, one of the nation's biggest war profiteers, weapons makers. So this name, Cindy Lee Miller, Cindy has a gematria of 28, Lee 13, Miller 33. Put it all together, it sums to 74. She was born July 10th, 57. 7 plus 10 plus 57 sums to 74 like her name. 74 is a very important number in gematria. The word gematria sums to 74, as does the word English, as do so many other important words, including Jesus and cross. I call this the number of the martyr. She married Patrick Sheehan. The name Patrick has a gematria of 33, with the K exception 42. The name Sheehan has a gematria of 33, with the exception 42, with the S exception. So this name has a gematria of 66 and 84. Their son is said to have died on April 4th, 2004. 444. Jimmy Carter once suffered through a 444-day Iranian hostage crisis that ended on Reagan's first day of office. Reagan was the 33rd governor of California. Her son's name was Casey. In Pythagorean gematria, it breaks down like this. C becomes 3, A becomes 1, S becomes 1, E becomes 5, Y becomes 7. 311, 57. And within that, I see her birth year, 57. Also, the word army in simple English gematria sums to 57. This name breaks down to 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 7 sums to 17. The word kill with Pythagorean gematria sums to 17. With simple English gematria, it sums to 44. He died on 4/4, April 4th. This is the same day in history that MLK was assassinated. This is the same day in history that William Henry Harrison, the first president to die in office, died. You know, True Seeker, I always saw through Cindy Sheehan, even though I was totally against the wars. That's where her and I's link ended. Her and I were against the war, but what I did not like about this woman is that when she got on TV and spoke about these issues, she sounded nonsensical. She didn't make good points. She didn't articulate anything well. She made the war movement look kind of floozy. Or I shouldn't say the war movement, I mean the anti-war movement, which was a very necessary movement that we needed. At the time, I would say to my own mother, I'd say, you know what, I think the reason they put Cindy Sheehan on the TV is to make people like ourselves, because my mom is also very much against the war, to make us look goofy. Because Cindy Sheehan, she becomes the representative of people like me. Back in this time when I was speaking out against the war, people would compare me to Cindy Sheehan. So that's how I'm able to make these connections and understand how all this works. I was seeing that back then. Cindy Sheehan. If you listen to her speak, she has kind of a funny voice. She sounds nasally. I don't mean to sound, what's the word? Terrible. But she's not the most attractive person either. And in our society, beauty is cherished. Beauty is a 74 word. Beast is a 47 word. Cindy Sheehan definitely had the 74s. That's for sure. So anyway, Truth Seeker, this is just how it works. This is it. I mean, think about how Cindy Sheehan, if you can recall, think about how much mainstream media coverage she got. The far right used her as a target, something to attack. The liberals sadly fell behind her, even though she's not really worthy of falling behind. It's sad. It's because there are no real leaders out there. That's what else I used to think. I was young. 2004, I was 21 years old. I was 20 years old when he died. Not even 21 yet. Couldn't even legally drink. And back then when I saw her on TV, I used to think, man, I should be on TV. I should be on TV if this lady's on TV. Sure, I didn't have a son who died in the war, but I could actually speak coherently about this. So this is how it works, Truth Seeker. They have the controlled opposition. They put out the people that they want to look like opposition. Why? Because it helps them control the parameters of the entire ordeal. This becomes the face of the anti-war movement. You guys remember what the face of the pro-war movement was? It was people putting this color in yellow on their bumper sticker everywhere. Ribbons. Support the troops. You know what the word ribbon equals in Gematria, Truth Seeker? If you said 33, you got it. Alright, until next time.